How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be talking about the brand new F-150 Raptor R. But before we get into today's video today, definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below. Really does help me out a lot as a smaller car channel here on YouTube that posts new content daily. But anyways, getting into today's topic, we're not going to be specifically looking at any articles individually, but we're just going to be talking about Ford's new addition with this Raptor R. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard of the new Bronco Raptor as well as the new Raptor R that Ford is planning to release with this upcoming model year. The Bronco Raptor was revealed, I think, back in January, and then the Raptor R was revealed in July. Now, this is so important for Ford as a brand, specifically with off-road and truck enthusiasts, because for a decent amount of time now, probably like a couple of years or so, Dodge really had control of the truck industry with its Ram TRX. It was the highest output domestic truck for a while. I still think it technically is, just beating out this new Raptor R. However, 707 horsepower with the Hellcat engine compared to the now 700 horsepower that's going to be putting out by the Raptor R. I think that that's much more even than some of the other Raptors. Now, there's a few reasons why I think that this Raptor R is going to be so important for the domestic truck industry as well as just Ford as a brand, and probably the first and pretty most obvious the reason is that I am a Ford fan. I like Ford. As someone who owns a older Mustang, I really do appreciate the brand, and I try to kind of back them up in certain fights like this. However, I do have appreciation for other, the other domestic brands out there. But I do think that these are both great additions for Ford. But probably the more important reason why I think this Raptor R is such an important new truck coming from Ford is that it's going to kind of like revitalize and revive that rivalry between Ford trucks and Mopar trucks. And essentially, with performance and competition, that breeds excellence. And for us kind of car enthusiasts out there that don't really want to see internal combustion engines fade away just yet, it is really awesome to see high output gasoline powered trucks still being produced on the market today. Now, we have the Hummer EV that's being produced by GMC, but that's a six-figure truck. Now, yes, you can turn around and say the Bronco Raptor with all the dealership markup fees is also a six-figure truck, but it's just a little bit different, especially when you get that actual exhaust note and that feel of just driving a truck. Now, another reason why I think this Raptor R is such an awesome addition by Ford is also pretty opinionated, but it's just me simply loving the Raptor design a lot more than the TRX Ram design. And, people have their own preferences. I think that the TRX is an awesome looking truck, but this new Raptor R is just, it's awesome. I love the Raptors ever since they came out in like the early 2010s or whenever that like first rendition of them were. But I love the kind of big Ford just right across the grill, and we're actually going to be looking at some pictures of the new 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor R in a bit. But it kind of keeps that like regular Raptor design, except it's an R. Instead of having 6 cylinders and I guess being like with that EcoBoost engine, it's got a supercharged 5.2 liter V8, putting out again 700 horsepower and 640 foot-pounds of torque. It's also got pretty big 37-inch tires, so I'm sure there's going to be crazy people out there on the internet, like influencers or whatever, that are going to jump the thing to high hell, probably completely destroy it, maybe do some Baja builds here and there, but essentially the truck has a lot of versatility. It's made to be an off-road performance truck, and any off-road performance truck that is built well can withstand a lot of punishment. Also, looking at just the displacement of the engine, I didn't do really much research on the Raptor R, but before like kind of pressing record and just talking to you guys here, I just want to approach this video with a fresh point of view and have you guys correct me if I'm wrong about anything down in the comments below. But this is one thing that I'm not entirely sure about. It says 5.2 liter supercharged V8. I wasn't able to find the actual engine that's going to be in it. Do you guys know if the new GT500 engines, like the 2020 GT500 engines, is going to be the same engine that's going to be powering this thing, because I'm not entirely sure. I know the ones used for the GT500 are called the Predator engines, and then the ones used for the older GT350s are called the Voodoo engines. But again, let me know what you guys think, or if you guys already know if they're going to be reusing one of those engines, because I would definitely like to know that down below, because it doesn't look like I was able to find anything out there on the internet that says the actual platform that is going to be powering this new Raptor R. Now again, with the new engine comes obviously 2 more cylinders. The previous Raptors were just available in the V6 EcoBoost engines, which are fantastic engines, but a lot of truck guys out there would like to have a good old V8 powering their truck, and that's very understandable. It sounds amazing, it's got a lot of low-end torque, and a lot of people just like that extra bit of balls behind their truck. But anyways, now we're actually going to be looking at some pictures here of the new 2023 F-150 Raptor R. And here you can see what I'm talking about. Like, just right off the bat, you see the huge tires, the skid plate down below, but overall, it's essentially like the same old Raptor design. You got the little R badge in the grille right there, and I'm assuming on the back where the bed is, that says, like, it's got the red R right after the Raptor. But looking at it at a quick first glance, it looks like a regular Raptor. Not necessarily unassuming, and definitely not a sleeper, but it still maintains that pretty cool Raptor design that we've seen before. So that's honestly a pretty cool design, if I must say myself, because I love the fact that they just kept it like the regular Raptor logo with the word, but the last R in the word Raptor, they changed to red, so that kind of signifies the R. Also, you have a back badge right here. I love the exhaust tips too. I think they're like blacked out exhaust tips. I always like blacked out exhaust tips. I don't really like the chrome or like polished exhaust tips. I know that's kind of weird, but here in the inside you got like a regular, pretty much standard F-150 interior. You got what looks to be like some sort of carbon look-alike overlay that doesn't look like real carbon fiber, which is pretty disappointing, because for a truck that's probably going to cost a lot of money, you'd like to see a little bit better of an interior. At least I would, and I'm not even much of a creature comfort person when it comes to like the interior of vehicles myself, but still, when you're spending that much money, I think you want at least a little bit of real carbon fiber in there. The seats do look suede though. They look pretty comfortable. They got a little bit of side bolstering going on, but nothing too crazy. Not like a sports seat or a bucket seat. Also, that is in like the center, that's stitched into the center console. That also looks really, really nice. Still got a decent amount of leg room and space in the back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The kind of like fake carbon fiber overlay continues on to the driver's side as well. You got the paddle shifters. I highly doubt, I don't know this as well, so correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I highly doubt that they're not going to make this truck in a manual, which is kind of unfortunate. You have upgraded suspension components all around to handle, you know, that off-road performance capabilities. I really love these big meaty 37-inch tires, and then here's a little closer up on the Raptor. I actually like that. So this is on the passenger side, and if you notice, the R that starts off the word Raptor, that's the one in red, and then on the driver's side, it's actually the last R. So you still have the red just kind of like on the back. That's something to tell, because I'm sure that there's probably going to be some base model Raptor owners out there that are going to try to race out their Raptor and put the Raptor R stickers on there, and it's something that they could potentially mess up, because we've obviously seen many racers do that with certain trim levels in the past when it comes to trucks or cars. And then here's the actual engine. So just from this picture alone, I honestly cannot tell if it's going to be the Predator, the Voodoo, or just a new 5.2 liter supercharged V8. It looks to me like, if I had to compare it to something, it looks like the Predator engine that's going to be in the GT500s. And just looking at Google Images right here, we could see that, I guess from the head design as well as the supercharger design, it looks pretty similar. And yeah, I'd have to say that they're going to be reusing this Predator engine. It looks very, very similar to the Predator engine. Again, if I am wrong, definitely be sure to let me know down in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that this thing is going to be powered by that Predator 5.2 liter supercharged V8. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much just going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of this video. Definitely be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, click that bell icon down there to get notified every time that I do post a new video. As a smaller car channel here on YouTube that posts new content daily, all that stuff really does help me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of today's video. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, click on either of these links right here to watch a similar video from this channel, or click on the little circle link right there to actually subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I do appreciate all the support, but thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day.